everyone? Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome to my sports channel. I want to thank you guys for rocking with me tonight. Thanks for, taking the time out of your night to watch this video. It means a lot. Let's get right to it. There are a lot of bad contracts in sports. And, the Angels have been victims of this in the past. We saw it with Albert Pujols. We saw it with Josh Hamilton. And now we're seeing it once again with Anthony Rendon. I mean, when do the Angels ever learn? And I'm pretty sure they paid Anthony Rendon a lot of money, assuming that he would, pick up from where he left off after he left a very good Washington Nationals team, where he did win a World Series, where a lot of people, saw him as this underrated superstar when he held down third base in Washington. He was very good. I never had any health problems, really. Swung the bat consistently well. And now he becomes an Angel. And you're seeing his career all of a sudden decline a bit. It's as if he can't stay healthy. And today, the Angels got the worst news possible, learning that they will not have their third baseman for the rest of the season. He is done. He is set to undergo season-ending wrist surgery. He injured his right wrist on Tuesday in Tuesday's loss against the Dodgers, and now he is going to undergo surgery. So now the Angels' infield situation is very thin. They don't really have anyone that can replace Anthony Rendon at third base. So, their season just got a lot worse. It's worse than what it already was, because their season was already bad to begin with. The Angels are coming off of the worst losing streak in franchise history. You have two of the best players in baseball in Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, yet you can't win baseball games. And now you get this terrible news that you're going to be without your all-star third baseman. Can the situation get any worse? It's been a relatively disappointing season for the all-star infielder who just batted .228 this season with 5 home runs and 24 RBI. And now this is the second straight year that he will undergo season-ending surgery. So now you're without him for another year. You paid this guy a ton of money. He is one of the highest paid players in baseball. His average annual value is sitting at $35 million. That's a lot of damn money for a guy that's injured all the time, can't stay healthy, can't produce for you. More than anything, he's useless in a sense, and he can't stay productive because he can't stay healthy for you. This is not great news for the Angels. It's a significant blow for this team. Things are starting to fall off the rails for this Angels team, as if it hadn't already. And it's a thin roster now. It impacts them in a major way, in the worst possible way. To be honest with you, it's a tough blow to absorb, and I don't think the Angels have enough depth to absorb this type of blow. Now they have to shuffle their lineup. Phil Nevin's going to have to get more creative. I don't know what much he can do. There's one guy in the lineup that you could move around. He could just about play anywhere, and that's David Fletcher. They can move him around the infield. But, it's really, the Angels really don't have much depth there. And I mean, it's really, really a disappointment. The Angels thought they was getting lucky with a guy like Anthony Rendon, and turns out that it hasn't benefited them in a big way. The hope was to get another superstar player to bat alongside Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani and bring more production to that hitting lineup, because for a long time we was talking about that they lacked another hitter to play alongside a guy like Mike Trout. And then for the longest we was hearing that they're wasting Mike Trout's prime, that they wasn't building enough around him. And then they go out and then they get this guy in free agency, and he hasn't really panned out for you. He hasn't really been able to stay healthy. And that's been a major issue for the Angels. He hasn't really been able to put in the work and produce in such a big way. They really need his bat, because when Anthony Rendon is healthy, he could be very productive. And there's a lot of guys that's been paid a lot of money and they just haven't lived up to that expectation. But there are a lot of words that can describe how much of a disappointment Anthony Rendon has been to this Angels club since arriving. And I thought he would be more of a beneficial player in that lineup. And turns out I was wrong. Maybe the vast majority of you guys were wrong. Maybe, we saw how much of a threat he was in Washington. He was absolutely amazing against the Dodgers. He kicked ass. He hit some big home runs in that series. And his career, to me, took a turn for the worse since he signed with the Angels, since he came to Southern California. Maybe he was better off staying with the Washington Nationals, where his career, really saw some success. Where he enjoyed the most success, which was in Washington. Because let me tell you something, this guy was not getting the attention that he is now. And because of how well he played and how dominant he was as a hitter in that Washington lineup, he made a name for himself. The Angels, they took a chance. They gave him a lot of money because the Angels, again, were in desperate need of another hitter. And it just hasn't gone as planned. So again, this is a huge blow. This sucks for every Angel fan out there. This sucks for that organization. It was more news that they did not want to hear because, look, this team is still mediocre. This team is still horrible. They fired Joe Madden, and it still hasn't worked out for them at all. This team, at the end of the day, is not winning baseball games. Coming into the season, this was supposed to be a fun team to watch. We were, putting so much on the Angels. We had high hopes for the Angels. We were talking and saying great things about this Angels team. And we were so certain that this was their year to finally reach October and get a chance to contend in October. Because they have the hitters. They have the Mike Trouts. They have the Shohei Ohtanis. And, it would have been fun to see them finally reach the postseason and see what they can do. It's just too bad that you have some of the top hitters in baseball and you have extraordinary talent in your lineup, but yet you can't reach the playoffs. Year after year, your season ends early because your pitching is terrible, or because you just can't find a way to put it all together and win games on a consistent level. It's just too bad for the Angels. And now you add this, you add the fact that Anthony Rendon is going to be absent for the rest of the season and won't be able to, contribute. It just creates this nightmare, for an Angels team that's already having sleepless nights, really. But what can you do? all you can do is work with what you have in your lineup. But I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Why can't you guys give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel? It's real simple. Just hit the subscribe button. There you go. You can subscribe to this channel. I mean, I don't bite. I don't have a scary face, do I? I don't look mean. I don't look like a horrible person, do I? So subscribe. Now, I'll talk to you guys later. The Dodgers are about to get underway against the Cleveland Guardians here at Dodger Stadium today. They're out here in Southern California, so I'm about to check that game out right now. But I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow in another sports video. Take care. It's your boy John. Have a good night.